This Samsung is literally half the price of the iPhone 17e, so why would anyone pay double? Let's break down exactly what you're getting and whether the iPhone 17e is actually worth it. The Galaxy A36 sits in the budget category, usually around $300 to $500 if you can find it on sale, whereas the 17e starts at $899 with 256 gigabytes of storage, so you're almost paying double for the iPhone, and that's what this whole video comes down to. The Galaxy A36 has a Super AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, runs on the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 processor, comes with 6 to 12 gigabytes of RAM depending on the model that you buy, packs a 5000 mAh battery with a triple camera setup. You get a 50 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel macro. Whereas the iPhone 17e has a smaller 6.1 inch OLED display at 60Hz, runs Apple's A19 chip with a 6-core CPU, 4-core GPU, it's at 256 GB storage, and uses a single 48 megapixel fusion camera system. The iPhone 17e is smaller, lighter, and easier to use in one hand. The A36 is bigger with a 6.7 inch screen, so it feels more like a media phone. If you want comfort, iPhone wins. If you want screen size, Samsung wins. So now in terms of display, this is where things get interesting. The Galaxy A36 has a 120Hz display, while the iPhone 17e is stuck at 60Hz. And this is something you feel immediately. Scrolling, animations, everything looks smoother on the Samsung. So if you're saving money, you're actually getting the better display here. In terms of performance, the iPhone 17e completely flips the script when it comes to performance. Apple's A19 chip is in a completely different class compared to the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 and the A36. This shows up in app launches, gaming, and long-term performance. The iPhone is just way faster and more efficient. This is where the extra money actually makes sense. In terms of cameras, the Galaxy A36 gives you more cameras. You get an ultra-wide and macro, while the 17e only has one main camera. However, Apple's image processing is still stronger, so photos on the iPhone tend to look more consistent. Samsung gives you more versatility, whereas Apple gives you better reliability. The Galaxy A36 has a 5000 mAh battery, which is bigger than what you get in this iPhone 17e. In my testing, the iPhone lasted longer than the Samsung did. When it comes to software, it's completely down to your preference. It's literally iOS versus Android. iPhone gives you a simpler, more optimized experience on this phone, whereas Samsung gives you way more customization and flexibility. On these phones, the iPhone feels smoother, whereas Samsung gives you more control. Buy the Galaxy A36 if you want to spend as little as possible and still get a big screen, smooth display, and solid battery life. For example, this phone is always going on sale. When it first launched, it was about $600, but I got this one at Best Buy for about $350, and for that price, it's a bargain. Buy the 17e if you care about performance, long-term reliability, and you love the iOS ecosystem. So for my final verdict, the Galaxy A36 gives you far more for less money. You get a better display, bigger battery, and more features, but the iPhone 17e gives you a better overall experience, especially in performance and consistency. The real question is, do you want to save money or do you want the better phone? Because in this case, the iPhone is the much better phone. Let me know in the comments, do you prefer Android or iOS? Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.